Okay, I have a question by BenCrap here. Yes, what work of fiction would you recommend for me? Well, I just started getting back into fiction, but I have read a lot over the years. So I was trying to think what kind of fiction you really like to read. The only thing I really remember you mentioning besides any kind of graphic novel, as far as a novel goes, you mentioned regular novel, Dark Tower series. So kind of going off of that, sort of fantasy stuff. I actually did compile a pretty good little list. Not all of them fit. I mean, some of them I just thought maybe you'd like, but some of the first ones I'll save the best for last. The first ones I came up with was this a really, really, really good fantasy novel series. Is Song of Albion. It's by Stephen Lawhead. He does a lot of fiction regarding like old Celtic days and just before Britain was actually Britain. It was just he has actually I think something you might like even more is the Pendragon cycle. I haven't read that whole thing. I think I got up to the Merlin story. You probably actually would like that better than Song of Albion, maybe. I mean, Song of Albion is about them going into the other world, the Celtic other world, which it's really cool. It's really good. I was very intrigued. Probably anything by Stephen Lawhead you'd like. There's the the Hall of the Dragon King or something. I can't remember if that's the name of the series, or let me see here real quick. In the Hall of the Dragon King, the Dragon King trilogy is what the series is called. That and the Pendragon cycle. Pendragon cycle that's really good. It has like a more most realistic take on the whole Arthur legend, and it also has like a very Christian aspect of it. So Merlin's like force for God, and it's really cool. Like he goes through this like huge personal trauma, and he's just it's amazing. It's you just have to read it. That's anything by Lawhead it's gonna be really good. I also read Patrick recently. It's about St. Patrick. That one's a good one too. Let's see here. What else? Okay. There's some books by C.S. Lewis you may not have heard of. I know you know about the Chronicles of Narnia and everything. Most people haven't heard of. Well, a lot of people have heard of Space Trilogy. That's a really good series. It's kind of like a cosmic view of, let's say if Christianity is true, what would be the view from a cosmic perspective? Like it really expands your understanding of what it might look like. But it's just really crazy adventure, city like edge of your seat type stuff. I think that's some of C.S. Lewis's best stuff. Tim Choate doesn't seem to really like it, but and I don't think many other people have read it. I think Kenji read it. He really liked him. And the last book of that actually has Merlin in it too. Not to ruin anything, but it really kind of lets you know early on in that book anyway, so it's really cool. They're like planetary angels, like they're beings that are supernatural forces that are guiding entire planets. It's amazing. Till We Have Faces is another good one. Is kind of blends pagan mythology with, it has a lot of really good symbolism. and it ends up like she finds God. Even, I mean, knows nothing. They know nothing of like Jewish or Christian faith. She just through all the trial, like it was just, I don't know. You know how C.S. Lewis likes to take pagan stuff, and he likes to take just ordinary stuff and like use them as symbols for Christian truth. But it takes it to another level. Those books are, I believe, are better than Chronicles of Narnia. Chronicles of Narnia are more for like, kids, and those books are more for adults. And then we have George MacDonald. I quote him a lot, but he wrote some really good fiction, some fantasy. He was like this. He was a preacher man, but he had some like crazy fantasy stuff, and he like fairy stories. He's just, I think he's a very diverse kind of guy. But he's amazing. All these people recommended him. C.S. Lewis said he was his greatest inspiration. W.H. Auden, let's see, Madeline L'Engle, G.K. Chesterton, Lewis Carroll was his friend. Mark Twain was his friend. Mark Twain didn't like him at first, but they became friends, and it seems like his Huckleberry Finn was inspired by one of George MacDonald's books, because there's so many similarities. Mark Twain just like admired him for a while. But George MacDonald wrote a lot of realistic fiction that had to do with challenging people's concept of God, just like his sermons, but they were in fiction form, and they're really good fiction. I just read it's the modern edited version that's called The Tutor's First Love, but it's really cool. It has like a lot of dark like magic in it and ghost stories and stuff. But he has like some good fantasy stuff like Lilith and Fantasies, or however you say it, I'm not sure. I think Ethan read Lilith. He really liked it. It's a very metaphysical book. That's another book where someone goes into another world, and kind of like it touches on the very essence of existence. It's pretty amazing. I personally like it. I don't know if that's your type of thing, but